everyone, this is Everything with E. I am Erin with an E. So glad that you all have joined me today. Today I want to talk about something that I haven't heard quite enough about with the dip powder community. And I don't know why, because I'm sure there are a lot of us out there dealing with this, and it is the dip flu. So the dip flu is pretty much an allergic reaction to either the powders and or liquids with the dip powder system, and it can show up as a runny nose, itchy nose, cough, sneeze, in extreme cases difficulty breathing, different things of that nature. I've even heard some people say that they have skin irritations as well, and just a lot of different allergies to this cool system that a lot of us have found and enjoy doing to be able to do our nails at home. So just a little bit about my background as far as with nails. I have enjoyed doing my nails for so long. Even back in elementary school, I used to try to grow my nails out really, really long and paint them all these crazy colors. And my mom was like, that's not appropriate for an 8-year-old to have long fingernails and long bright green fingernails. Just wasn't appropriate for an elementary school kid. So and then when I got into middle school and high school, I started trying out the acrylic nails and getting those done professionally. And then when I went to college, that's when gel was becoming a little bit more popular, and I started doing the gel nails. But then in college, I entered my program as a junior in college, and like many things in society, in the professional world, we were stripped of our individuality and we couldn't paint our nails anymore. So for a while, I went without doing my nails. So once I got into my career and was able to start doing my nails again, I started doing the gel polish at home. And the gel polish was okay, but I don't know if it was the brand that I was using or the method or whatever, but I could never get it to stay on for longer than just a couple days and would just peel right off. So when I heard about the dip powder system, I thought, oh my gosh, like this could be, the answer to what I need. It's fun to do, easy to do at home, and it's a much sturdier nail than the gel nail. So the first time that I did my nails, I did have on a thin mask. It was either a thin cloth mask or like a thin surgical mask like this. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this stuff smells so strong, and like, I hope I'm not doing any damage to my lungs. So, and that was with the mask on. And I think my eyes watered a little bit on the last step, on the top coat step. And, but I did okay. And I didn't have any type of reaction. So a few times after that, I would sometimes use a mask and sometimes not. Don't ask me why. I wasn't thinking at all. And I didn't really have any noticeable respiratory issues really whatsoever. So as the seasons began to change, I did catch a cold or sinus infection, something along those lines, something that happens every year for me when the weather starts to change. And I didn't think much of it, but I was like, oh, I really want to do my nails. So let me just go on, get up some energy, do my nails right quick. For some reason, I did not wear a mask that time either. And as I was cleaning up, I finished my nails, everything was fine at that point. But the second I finished cleaning up everything, I started feeling like a cough and like something was stuck in my throat. And it was just like I couldn't cough whatever it was up and out. I mean, I guess that's kind of gross, but I felt like something was in my throat. So I thought, oh my gosh, well, I did spill some dip powder during my manicure, and it obviously went airborne. The powder is really fine, and so I thought, maybe I inhaled some powder. So I drank some warm tea. I continued to cough like all night. I was so hoarse and, just kind of miserable and nervous. Thankfully, I didn't have any actual like breathing issues. I still felt okay to breathe. I was just coughing as well. So like that night, I went to sleep and I woke up in the middle of the night and my nose was completely closed up. Like, you know how sometimes when you're sick, your nose will like take turns being stuffy, like you can breathe through one side but not the other, and like vice versa? No. I could not breathe out of either side of my nose, but somehow it was still running. And I just thought, oh my gosh, my sinus infection has gotten so much worse, and I've never had any issues like this before, or this severe like this. And it was even to the point where I was trying to eat some soup, but because my nose was so clogged, I couldn't really swallow that well. Like, you can try it yourself. Like, if you completely pinch your nose off and try to swallow like actual drinking something or eating something, it's fairly difficult. So it wasn't like my throat was closing or anything, but the anatomy and mechanism for swallowing just does not work that well if you can't breathe out of your nose at all. So I was so concerned that I thought, maybe this is COVID. Is this COVID? Like, is this the big C? Or, I mean, well, not the big C. I guess the big C is cancer, but the small C, the C19. So I was really scared, and I went and got tested for COVID, and thankfully that came back negative. And I was like, okay, well, this is just the worst, the worst sinus infection of my life. Like, I just got to ride it out. So I started to do a little bit of research, just thinking like, if this isn't COVID, then what is this? And I did come across an article by Dipwell, and they explained pretty much exactly what I was experiencing. And then also a YouTube video by, I believe, Ty the Hunter. I'll have to link it. But she was also talking about it and talking about what she does in order to keep the symptoms at bay or have no symptoms of the dip flu. So I, thought, okay, well, I've got to try something. 2020 has been so tough and so challenging, and, we've all suffered through just things in general, but even myself, I've suffered a lot of loss in this year. Not COVID related, but still, things are happening, and doing my nails was something that helped me express myself, helped me, have something to do, like an activity to focus on and enjoy. And I thought, for the brief moment when I thought, oh my gosh, I won't be able to do my nails anymore, it was actually really saddening. I was really upset. I almost cried, and I thought, this one good thing that I had found in this terrible year to do for myself is now making me sick. And, that's really heartbreaking. So with these suggestions that I found in the article from Dipwell and from the YouTube video, I now do more to protect myself while doing my nails. So what I do is I wear a mask, or two masks actually. I wear an N95. This one is by 3M, and I got fitted for this professionally through my work, but and I wear, I think this is a small. Yep. So, but I wear this, and then I cover it with a plain like surgical mask, or like a cloth mask sometimes if I don't have any surgical masks. So I just double it up, and wear it throughout the whole process of doing my nails, from soaking them off to actually putting on the powder, even with cleanup, the whole time. Because when I started wearing the mask the first time that I did my nails, I took it off when I was doing the cleanup. And then that night I did experience just mild stuffiness in my nose. And I was so scared that it was going to like be one of those things that lasts for days again, but thankfully it was only a couple of hours. But still, I thought any kind of reaction is too much of a reaction for me. Because when you start talking about like allergic reactions and things like that, sometimes those things can get worse, and I never want to be in the point where I'm having to rush to the hospital, or I'm putting my life in danger for fingernails. So I wear my masks. I also do my nails on a towel, and then on top of a paper towel. So then when I'm done, I roll up the paper towel. I don't really try to save a lot of the powder anymore, like the spillage, like anything that can't easily be poured back into the container, like it's done with, because I don't want it to be too airborne. So, and the towel helps catch a lot of the powder as well and keep it from going in the air. So I do the towel, the paper towel. I also wear some goggles as well. They aren't, I don't have them around, but they're pretty much like glasses, but just a little bit bigger. They don't completely seal over my eyes or anything like that. I don't really have much of a reaction with my eyes, except for that those one or two times when my eyes have watered some. But in order to help that, when I am painting my nails, I am up away from my face. You know, we all kind of want to get like real close and make sure we're getting it perfect, but it's fine. I will paint from up here and dip and, do what I need to do while sitting up straight. Also, I do my nails with the window open. And if it's a nice enough day, I'll also have my balcony door open to kind of help with, getting like good fresh air, good ventilation through here. I also turn on the exhaust fan in my kitchen and my bathroom in order to help suck out any bad air with the fumes from the dip liquids, or I guess any powder particles as well that might be in the air. What else do I do? I point a fan away from me. That was another suggestion. But you don't ever want the fan on like right above your head or blowing onto your space, because that will make everything go airborne even more. So I put it on like the other side of the room facing away from me to kind of suck the fumes away from my area and disperse them throughout my place, or if the door is open, the fan points outside so it blows outside. When I'm done, I wrap up the paper towel, throw it away, and with the towel, I take it outside and shake it out. With the mask still on, I shake it out and then bring it back in. So pretty much just every way to be able to get it all out of here, pretty much, so that it doesn't cause me any issues. So I will say that the second time I did my nails, it worked. I was so excited. I did all of those things. It's a lot, but when you think about it, like when you go to the salon, they have on masks. They have, if it's a commercial property, they should have really good ventilation in there anyway. So they're doing all those things anyway. It just takes a little bit more effort to be able to do it in your own home. And I think that's like, it is what it is. I haven't had any other reactions, and I also sometimes go for a walk after doing my nails just to get outside, get some fresh air, just so just to continue to lower the chances of me having any kind of reaction. And it's worked for me. and it's helped me be more active even. So it's kind of helping me in more ways than one. So I will say, if you're dealing with this, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an allergy specialist, but if you have any concerns, reach out to someone who is responsible for your life and use your own judgment for what you need to do. But these things have just worked for me, and doing my nails is really important to me, and so I wanted a safe way to be able to do them. And so I hope this helps. I hope that you all can continue to be great dip powder divas out there, and continue to do it safely and enjoy it. Remember, if you are having any difficulty breathing or anything serious, please talk to your doctor. Don't call me, call your doctor, and do what, use your good judgment and do what you need to do. Of course, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be covering everything. The name is what it is, everything with E. So I wanted to touch on this. I will be doing some nail videos, nail tutorials, different things like that. Just stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. My little nutcracker's shaking. Can we do a shout out to my black nutcracker here? He's like, okay. Super cool. I'll have to talk more about my holiday decorations in another video.